Viewer discretion advised. The content you're about to witness dives deep into the strange, the mysterious, and the straight-up unexplainable. From eerie encounters to things that make you say that ain't normal. This show explores it all, with just enough humor to keep you from sleeping with the lights on. Not everything you're about to hear stays on the screen. Sometimes it follows you.
Welcome back to another episode of Terryfying Parre'anomalies, where we explore the strange, the unknown, and the mysterious. I'm Terry, host of the show, also joined by my lovely co-hosts.
I am Perry T.
And welcome back. And today, we have a very special episode for y'all. Because not only are we going into the strange, dark, and the mysterious, but welcome to Terryfying Parre'anomaly stories. I thought you were about to make music.
You want me to do the song? I'm gonna do the song.
Do the song. Go ahead.
I can do it.
You can do it. Do the song.
Do you know what song I'm talking about?
Yes, I know what song you're talking. Just do the song.
Let's gather around the campfire and sing our campfire songs. RCAMPFIRESONG songs.
Okay. You gotta do it. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell if you're terrified and interested in the paranormal. Now, we have a few stories for y'all that we bring y'all tonight, and you might see this pop up more than once. If you do, and you see the background, then you know that tonight we are diving into alien abductions.
Trying to catch my breath.
Why?
That was scary for me.
Think of waking up and seeing that. And you laying that, you just like, first of all, I'm like, what are y'all doing in my house? You know, why are you here?
I don't even think I would be able to scream. I would just be like, this can't be happening to me.
You'll be stuck. Because from what I've heard, they talk to you telepathically. So you wouldn't even say anything. Yeah, it gets ugly. It gets ugly.
I'm scared. I'm terrified.
Now, Perry, have you ever looked up in the sky and said, there's no way that we can be alone? Or may have seen a strange, silverish, spherical object just flying in the sky or possibly hovering? Or have you been driving at night and seen random lights in the sky like someone was on a Ferris wheel?
Now, have you ever seen I got astigmatism and cannot see at night. I don't know why you even said that I'm going to be driving at night. I'm not.
Well, see how the tides have turned. In this case, you can't even see the light. If it was, you'd be like, there's something bright up there, but you wouldn't really get to see like the colors and okay. We'll just leave you out of this one.
Yep. Not me.
Alien abductions.
He can't lock in.
He can't lock in. Alien abductions have been happening over the world since we've been here. There've been reports, there's been stories, there've been police officers that's seen it happen. There's been your regular average Joe that's seen it happen. There's been random people that this has happened to. There's been animals that it's happened to. There's been everybody in the world that you can think of. Someone has come across an abduction. And my question is, how can it be fake if multiple people have had these experiences? I watched a video recently. And one of the craziest parts about these abductions is they were talking about how aliens basically, when they abduct us, what they do, right?
Okay.
When we get up there. And it's mainly because they're interested in crossbreeding. Yeah. So they get.
Oh, God, that would have got me.
Come on, man. That's why they be abducting us, because they're crossbreeding our DNA with alien DNA. Can't make this up.
Okay. So now that you said that, hear me out. Now, people in the comments, don't try to tussle with me. This is just a simple hypothetical question.
Hypothetical.
Don't be trying to, because I will. All right. All right. You know, like people like Octomom and like people that have like litters.
Yeah.
I said litters. Wow. They have abundance of kids at one time.
That's kind of a litter when you look at it. So yeah.
It's a litter.
Litters.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What if they are like the breeding, like the mixed breeding?
The cross species that this is happening
The cross species, yes.
And the aliens really can't control how many babies. They just know how to correlate the DNA.
Yes, and the only reason why I'm correlating that is because alien, I only know them to be as an unknown creature.
Right. That's a fact.
That's how people like describe them to us, are unknown creatures. And usually creatures are the ones that have multiples at one time.
Multiple litters.
Multiple litters at one time.
Yeah.
Yes. What if that's a thing? And then they take on the human form because they crossbreeded with us so that they could infiltrate into our world. Oh my God, man. Oh my God.
And that's the part that really like makes sense is the crossbreeding
Finally, I got one that makes sense.
Well, the crossbreeding reference, because it's like if you're on a planet and you've been seen, people done seen you, and every time they see you, they freak out. What is your next step? Let's try to crossbreed so we can go under disguise without having to worry about it.
Yes, yes.
So that makes sense.
Because if they're looking like that picture that you flashed earlier, if they're looking like that, I'm going to be terrified every time.
Sorry.
Don't hit him. Don't hit him.
Don't hit him.
You see that fist? It was coming.
I ain't swinging on them. They may telepathically make you punch yourself in your brain.
Man, listen.
We got some stories.
Okay, what you got for me?
Really gonna make you think a little bit. All right, go ahead and sip your coffee, get your tea, get your water, get whatever you need, because we about to do a dive into abduction campfire stories. And it reads,
okay.
Story number 1, the missing hour. In 1978, a trucker was traveling alone down a lonely highway just after midnight. He noticed a bright light following him from above. Thinking it was a helicopter, he kept driving. Suddenly, the light shot directly in front of his truck. Everything went white. Now, you colorblind, so it would have already been white. You know what I'm saying?
It would have been white for me.
It would have been white. When he opened his eyes again, he was parked on the shoulder of the road. The strange light was gone. His dashboard clock said only 5 minutes had passed, but his wristwatch and the sunrise beginning on the horizon told a different story. Nearly an hour had disappeared. An hour. Years later, he still couldn't explain the missing time, only saying he occasionally dreamed of being inside of a cold, metallic room surrounded by figures with large black eyes. So my question to you is, what would you do if you lost an hour of your life and had no memory of it?
One, I would be concerned. I would be extremely concerned as to what happened. But
what did you do in that hour?
What did I do in that hour?
Right.
But here's the problem.
What's the problem?
His profession, right? He's a
trucker.
driver.
He could have passed out.
So that's what I can't fully subscribe to this one. Not this story.
Hold on now, because we're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it.
Let's get into it then.
So how do you explain his, what did it say? His watch said something different. The clock only said 5 minutes had passed. His dashboard clock on his truck, but his wristwatch and the sunrise on the horizon said an hour had passed. So how do you explain?
Did he read the dashboard right, or was he just waking up and still had sleep in his eyes?
Or did he ever set that clock to begin with? A lot of people don't really care about their car clocks. You know what I'm saying? This is a truck clock, so probably.
Because if it's a company truck, the dashboard clock probably isn't set.
Or the person before him didn't set it. Okay.
Y'all, this tea real good. I can't
tea.
Subscribe to that.
That's some good tea right there. That's some good tea. Okay. Well, diving into story number 2.
Okay.
This one is called The Visitor at the Cabin.
I'm going back to the cabins. Y'all know they ain't been messing with us at them cabins, them Bigfoots and stuff.
I
like
know,
that.
right?
They beating people.
We done had some run-in with the cabins. Well, I don't know if we want to go the cabin route, but whatever.
They don't like us at them cabins. All right, what we got?
And it reads,
Okay.
a hunter spent the night alone in a remote cabin deep in the woods. Around 3 a.m., he heard 3 slow knocks on the front door. Give me 3 slow knocks. Yeah, couldn't really hear that.
Well, just add it in later.
There you go. We're going to add it. Nobody was there. Moments later, something began circling the cabin. He had heard footsteps, but they sounded too light to be human. Then every electronic device stopped working. He peeked through the window and saw 3 small figures standing perfectly still beneath a glowing object hovering silently above the trees. He hid until sunrise. When he finally stepped outside, there was 3 perfectly burned circles in the grass, crop circles, y'all. To this day, no plants have ever grown there again. Come on now.
I was trying to hide the fact that I was getting scared, but I was also trying to get my. Okay, I got scared. I thought something was popping up on me. I got scared.
Abduction. We talking abduction.
But they didn't get him though. They didn't get him though.
Who's out there? You know what I'm saying?
They didn't get him though.
They didn't get him, but they was at the door knocking. They knocking. They was coming.
Okay.
They was coming to get him.
And he was in the woods in a remote cabin by himself, which is neither here nor there.
Mm-hmm. And it had to be like a field, an open field of plains.
It had to be an open field of plains. So
burn crop circles.
I can't contribute the light coming down for a street light because they're in the woods. That. This one
what about the 3 strange figures standing underneath the glow?
They could have been raccoons.
Raccoons. That's what you could have said a family of deer. I would have been fine, but raccoons.
Well, deer can't stand on their back legs. He said they were standing. A raccoon can stand up on his back legs, and raccoons know how to knock. You seen them videos where they knocking at the door trying to talk about some more porridge, please?
You know what? I'm gonna give you that. I'm gonna give you that. Okay.
Clock it, y'all.
Yeah,
he gave it to me. I ate that one down.
I'm gonna give you the raccoon standing on their hind legs. Okay.
But the only reason why this story is sticking is because I can't account for that light.
The light.
That light that he saw.
The light.
That he claimed he saw flashing down, and then the crop circles being burned.
And nothing ever grew on those crop circles again. And this happened at 3 a.m. 3 a.m. in the morning.
Yes, so I can't account for that. So this may be a thing that has happened.
And watching poltergeist movies and stuff like that, they always say the worst stuff happens around 3 a.m. So that kind of put that in the,
I gotta stop waking up at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
That's scary.
That's a bad time.
I'm gonna go back to sleep today.
Before we get into the next story, let's just give a little bit of facts about abductions and kind of a little bit where they stem from or some of the things that's happened around abductions. So not only the stories that we got, we also got abduction information, right? The more you know facts, I always say that. The more you know.
The more you know.
In 2003, the U.S. government created a program called the All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office, the AARO, to investigate reports of unexplained objects seen in the air, sea, and space. I didn't know that. I know they had something like that, but I didn't know the name of it. So that was, and this happened in 2003. So this was recent. This was very recent. Why did it take so long for them to do this?
2003.
2003. That was 3 years ago.
Wait, 2023 or 2023?
My bad. 2023. Sorry, y'all.
Okay, because I'm like 2023. We well over 20 years.
23. Okay. Why did it take so long? And you know how many accounts and YouTube videos people have created, YouTube channels people have created because of these Parre'anomaly stuff. UFOs and stuff like that. You see, I always use the word paranomaly, not anomaly. You know, like, what the hell? What is it? But you see how people they've done that, and now in 2023, the government is just now letting us know things about this. Come on now, Man in Black gonna knock on my door in a minute. Stop playing with me.
Because we get in too far deep into it, so they have to get ahead of it. They have to take the
They
credit for
gotta
finding some
stop
of the stuff
us
that we already found. So they
before
have
we
to get
get
ahead of it.
millions of views, and they say these guys are right. Shut down,
And
terrifying.
next thing you know, they're going to be. The next thing you know, we're going to get.
Still
And I'll
can't
be
hear it,
like,
but I'll put that there. You know, we'll.
okay.
Another fun fact: the U.S. military now often uses the term UAP, unidentified anomalous phenomena, instead of UFO because it covers unusual objects observed in multiple environments. Because if you really
Mm.
think about it, people don't just see UFOs; they see small spherical objects. They see small glowing lights that move around. We'll get into that when we cover Skinwalker Ranch. They also see
I'm scared of that.
portals. They see
Mhm.
portals and stuff like
Also, the
that. So
staircases in the woods.
yes, so they see UAPs, unidentified. What is a anomalous objects? Anomalous phenomena. So that's
Phenomenally.
phenomenon. Another fun fact. In
Mhm.
1947, pilot Kenneth Arnold reported seeing 9 fast-moving objects near Mount Rainier. Newspaper coverage of his description helped popularize the phrase flying saucer. That's where the flying saucer came from.
Have you
Seeing
ever
these
seen a
objects.
flying saucer?
I have not. I can't say nor deny, but I can say I've seen some stuff in the sky that just didn't look like it was a plane. Let's just say that.
All right.
I've
I'll take it.
definitely been stargazing or sky gazing and then seen some shit that just looked out of whack. You know what I'm saying?
It just looked a little weird.
It just looked a little off, and it wasn't Superman.
A little terrifying.
More fun facts. Some of you all may know this a little bit. The famous Roswell incident remains one of the world's most debated UFO stories. The US government later said that the debris came from a top secret balloon project. Remember, the Roswell story is kind of what started Area 51. So it's like
Mhm.
Roswell
But
conspiracy,
now we
and they
lying.
also touched on that in the Men in Black movies.
Yep, but now we
Mhm.
lying. Now
That
we lying.
now we
That's
lying.
crazy.
Now we
That's
lying.
crazy.
But now we coming out with stuff. We almost done. We got 2 more.
Mhm.
Many UFO sightings are eventually explained as satellites, drones, weather balloons, military aircraft, planets like Venus, or unusual atmospheric conditions. So they
Okay.
have a lot of stuff to say that this is that and that is this. It's not what you think you're seeing.
Distractions. Gotcha.
Distractions. And then the last one. Scientists estimate there are hundreds of billions of stars in our galaxy alone, making the possibility of life elsewhere a subject of an ongoing scientific research. Though there is no confirmed evidence that extraterrestrials have visited Earth. And this is what I don't understand. You say there's no known evidence of extraterrestrials visiting Earth, but we have all these random objects going in and out, and seen going in and out of our atmosphere. There is something called I think it's the black satellite. It's like the black satellite. And it's a satellite that's been in our atmosphere forever. And it's not
Mhm.
it's the shape of it's the shape of something that's you can't recognize came from Earth.
Exactly.
So
So
come on, talk to me. I just hit you
I'm
with a
ve-
lot.
you did. You hit me with a lot, but I'm very torn on this. And
Mhm.
you and I've had previous conversations before where I stand of how I feel like some days I feel like this is a real thing. UFOs are
Mhm.
a real thing.
Right.
They're hybrid with people, and they take on the people form or the human form so that they can
Mhm.
live cohesively in our land and whatever.
Right.
And then there's other days where I feel like this is a made up thing
Yeah.
for distraction purposes of what's actually going on in the world,
Keeping
like
us away
global
from what's
warming.
really going. Yeah.
Yes. like global warming, or the fact that the continents are starting to drift back together. Nobody's talking about that because we're worried about what just fell out of the sky the other day. So,
Yeah.
so I'm very, very torn on this. But hey, the stories, love the stories. But that's
Yeah.
why I'd be so quick to debunk them, because it's like,
Yeah, because remember some of the documentation that we seen the other day, where they were showing, the government was showing this documentation that they released about these stories and some of these fighter pilots and stuff that seen these aircraft. A lot of that stuff you were saying was blotted out.
yes.
And I want to say some of the blotted out stuff is because they want to keep names and facilities hidden and stuff like that. But it's like, how much stuff do you have to blot out?
Like you saw that the one paper on that
It had like
documentary.
3 things.
Had literally
It was like 3
3
things that wasn't blacked out.
that we could read off of that. Everything else was
Right.
blacked out. It was like, what was the point? What'd you do? Just color on the paper? Like what? So
Black that out.
so
Yeah, that
it's
too.
like,
Both lines?
yeah,
Yeah. Leave the word
so
and.
it's like, why do you feel the need to redact this much information, and then you put out just enough to keep us baited? Just enough to, and then once you feel like people are, oh, we don't believe that UFO theory or the strange anomaly theory,
Yeah.
I'm gonna bait you again. I'm gonna put out more documents, and this time I'm gonna leave 5 sentences unblocked, but the rest of it is gonna be blocked out.
But I
Just to
think
bait you.
I think it comes down to mass
Mhm.
hysteria. Like it always draws
Yes.
back to mass hysteria. For one, people are going to draw up their own imaginations to what they cannot explain. Right? You're going
Mhm.
to have, and then that's going to turn into separating groups to what they feel like they saw. You're going to have people that feel like they saw this. You're going to have people that feel like they saw that. But ultimately, both groups are going to either be, one is going to be terrified, the other one's going to be trying to be scientific and figure out what is. So it's mass hysteria. We've seen mass hysteria happen in movies, TV shows, to where it just never goes right. Matter of fact, one of the movies that did that was The Mist, when they were all in the grocery store and they had that one lady who was being biblical about what was going on. And she ended up slowly recruiting people as stuff started to happen, even though she was just saying the obvious. They're gonna come for us. We know that down in a grocery
We knew
store.
that.
They're gonna come.
Yes.
Like, but because of what she was spewing out and doing it over and over repetitively, and the things actually happened, it was being proven to people around. So she slowly started seeing and gaining followers. And
You wanna know what?
towards the end,
Mhm.
they had to really, the last few people, y'all gotta watch it for yourself, had to sneak out. There's also the book that kind of does the same as the movie. So go ahead. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
Okay. And this just popped in my head because it honestly is a terrifying thought. If
Okay.
this is a real thing,
Mhm.
are they watching us right now and watching me discredit the fact that they are a real thing? And are they going to come after me to prove to me that they are a real thing? Like, that just scared me.
Probably.
And I
You
don't know
probably
about
gonna
you.
like sleeping one night and then you wake up like boom. So we ain't real. You know what I'm saying?
I don't want to go to bed tonight.
I
I don't want to go to
will
bed. I don't want to go to bed.
I will forever probably have, I guess, because just you have to have some sort of thought of this that's like, the way that they say space is just this vast place full of planets, stars, and galaxies, especially the amount of galaxies. And like, are we really to say that there's not a civilization that's out there moving way faster than we are? You know,
I
think
believe
about
there. Now
Attack on
that
Titan,
yes,
how
so that I
they
believe
were,
that's a thing.
yeah, how they were on their own island of paradise and they were so primitive, but once they got to see the world, they were driving
Mhm.
cars, eating ice cream. Like, why does it just have to be on our planet? Outside of this planet, there could be planets that are way more aged than we are, that have
Yes.
been there, done that. What we're just now getting to, they've surpassed hundreds of thousands of years ago. You know what I'm saying? So I will always like think like it just can't be us. We can't just be the anomaly.
It's not just us. We're not just the anomaly. And you know what?
Yeah,
We are their reality TV shows. There, I said it.
facts.
You're welcome. There you go.
So let's get biblical for a second with your
Okay,
reality
let's do.
TV
Oh,
shows.
you know
So
that's
let's
my favorite
say,
part.
so let's just say God made the heaven and the earth, and you know we were created to be His favorite people, right?
Mhm.
What does a creator do when they create something?
Well,
They get better at creating something.
they get better at creating something. And then if you want to take it biblical,
Mm-hmm.
he started with just two. But if you think about it,
Uh-huh.
he could
Come
Adam
on.
and Eve had the first two children, right? Okay, so okay, hang on.
Come
I'm getting ready to cook.
on now. Come on now.
Let me cook. Hold on, I had to adjust. Let me cook. Adam and Eve had the first two children. They had Cain and Abel, right?
Facts.
Cain and Abel had that little dispute or whatever. Cain killed Abel. God put that X on Cain's head and sent him away.
Right.
He sent him away and mated with other people. How did those other people get there if Adam and Eve only had those two children first?
He had to create them. So think about it this way. Now I'm about to take you outside of that.
Okay.
You start with one or two creations, right? You get so used to that creation because you like it, you draw it over and over and over again. Now, as you draw it over and over again, of course, you're creative. So you're starting to do it in different ways. Thus, you have Caucasian people, you have Black people, you have Asian people, you have Japanese people. Now, you've created this world full of these dope-ass creations that you made yourself. But you can always enhance this world. But let me start a new project. Let me go over here. Okay. Or who's to say we were the first project? We're just the first project that we know.
Let me do you one better.
Come on.
You realize that first original project, excuse me, Lord, was a fuck up and you had to wipe it all out. And you took 8 to repopulate.
And who was really the first? Who was the project before us? Honestly, the angels. You made a project that was you made a project that was so powerful. You wanted to do something a little bit more relaxed. Thus, you have humans.
Because angels are not what people think they look like. Angels think that they are like.
We're gonna dive into that.
We gotta get into that.
I think that alone, like from what they say they are within like Genesis and stuff like that, going back to what people originally think that they are, and then what they actually could be from people that say that they are, what's the word? Prophets that say that what they really look like. We definitely got to dive into that. We definitely got to dive into that. Now, I got a question for you before we get into this last story. I'm going to show you 3 images, right?
Wait, are they scary?
No, they're not scary. Okay. But I want you to explain to me, what do you think this could be? Right? Your first thought. Image number 1. You have lights over a city. Looks like a elongated object, sort of like a cigarette shape, with a light on the bottom of it and lights throughout. It kind of looked like a flute.
A private jet.
Private jet? Okay.
That's a private plane.
Okay. These are your opinions.
Okay.
Viewers, y'all can give y'all opinions in the comment section.
And don't be trying to fight me in the comments.
Just put picture number 1, picture number 2, picture number 3. We only got 3 of them. Here's the second one. First thought. Boom. You just have 3 dots in the sky. Pitch black. Nothing. What do you think that could be? 3 dots, it could be anything.
That could be anything, or it could be the city lights reflecting up into the sky.
Okay, I give you that. These, once again, this is Miss Perry's opinion. Give y'all comments of your opinion in the chat. All right, last one. Ready?
Okay. Wait, let me back up just. Okay.
You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 dots. That is not no big difference. There will be other stars in the sky.
Oh, my bad. I thought that was the big difference.
There's 7 lights.
They're going to eat me up in the comments with that one.
Man, they're going to tear you apart. But they can't, because it's your opinion. So what do you think?
If it's not the Big Dipper, then
could be anything.
Could it
drones?
be? Could it be? Exactly. There we go.
Could be drones. Synchronizing.
Let's go with drones.
Let's go with drones.
Let's go with drones.
Okay. And now my last question before we get into this story. I know I said it was those photos, but we got one more campfire story. Or did you want to do yours?
You can do yours.
Okay. Why is it that every time we see some sort of photo of an unidentified object, it's always blurry. It's never 4K. It's never, even when the people try to zoom, we've seen zoomed in cameras that look amazing. Why do we never see a clear photo of these UFOs or UAPs?
It's hard to picture what's not real.
That's a deep statement. That is a deep statement. Okay. Well, thank you guys for watching Terrifying Parre'anomaly. We are going into our last terrifying, strange, dark, unknown, mysterious story for the night. And it's called The Light Over Black Ridge. 4 friends decided to camp on a mountain locals called Black Ridge at exactly 2:17 a.m., close to 3 o'clock. Every phone battery instantly died. Another form of electronics going out. A silent triangle of lights floated overhead. One friend pointed a flashlight at it. The object stopped. A beam of pale blue light came down, surrounding him for only a few seconds. The craft vanished without making a sound. When they returned home, the friend discovered his beard had grown nearly 2 weeks worth overnight, while everyone else insisted he'd only been gone for a few seconds. Explain that.
All right, you ready? I'm getting ready to explain it.
This was the blue light that he seen. Wow.
Okay.
Instantly.
Them lights is what's getting me because I can definitely contribute it to being a drone. They don't want me to tell y'all this. They don't want me to tell y'all this. I can definitely contribute it to it being a drone. A set of drones actually. And what if Black Ridge, that sounds familiar. Is that a military base? I think that's
I don't know.
If I remember
I have
doing
no
a
idea.
study on that, and I think it's either near a military base or it's an ex-military base.
Okay.
So I can, if they were drones and you take your flashlight and you're flashing it at a military drone,
yeah,
they're taking pictures and now they're flashing things at you.
Okay.
That's what I'm gonna contribute to. Now, here's my problem. Them blue lights is what's getting me.
Blue lights.
Every story is them lights because I can't explain those lights, and then I can't explain the time lapse with the beard.
If the beard wouldn't have grown, we probably could account for the time lapse just being what is it? When you get when lights flashes, what is it? Epilepsy? Is it epilepsy?
Yes, he could have seized and had an epileptic seizure. Yes,
but then his friends only said it was only a couple seconds.
Hey, no, because so I used to have absence seizures. Absence seizures last 10 seconds to 45 seconds. Sometimes they last a minute. Literally,
it feel like it takes forever.
Literally, it looks like this.
Oh, damn.
That's an absence seizure. In my mind, during that time, it's white. Completely white. I'm not shaking. None of that. By the time I'm done, I'm just like, oh.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's crazy.
It's crazy. Look it up. Yeah. Wild work. So, with that being said, he could have had an absence seizure for it. But here's the thing, the beard. The dang beard.
It's the beard that gets you every time. It's like every time we hear about these stories about people disappearing, it's like they always have some assortment of growth with their like facial hair and stuff.
But do you think they add that into their story to make it more sound like the net or sound like the previous one? You get what I'm trying to say? Like build that pattern of this could be a thing.
So this is what I'm getting from these stories and what it could be. Remember, strange, unknown, and mysterious is your opinion. We cannot confirm nor deny.
Not confirm or deny or true.
Are true. Yeah. But this is where when you hear flashing lights in all these stories of abduction, it makes me think of the Men in Black. Remember how you said when they do these movies and stuff, they get this stuff from somewhere.
Yes.
If I'm in UFO, and this is way far a like advanced technology, who's to say that they don't have flashing lights that can erase your memory for a short period of time? Because in their eyes, it was a second. In his eyes, it had been a while, but he was the one that was directly under the beam.
Who's to say
Mhm.
they don't already have that embedded in our heads? So when we have those seizure episodes or those absent seizure episodes or whatever,
Mhm.
that's our memory out of because we're doing too much and diving too much into their whatever's going on. That's
Going on.
them automatically wiping that
And they already
from us.
say, like,
Because
they telepathically is how they communicate.
yes,
Telepathy. So
yes,
that's
and
in
anybody
there.
can have a seizure. You don't have to be diagnosed with epilepsy to have seizures.
That's a fact.
I can keep flicking my light real quick
And
and throw you into
going, yep.
yes.
Yeah.
So
There you go.
do you ever did you ever think I just thought, oh my gosh,
Okay.
I just thought of that. I need to
Well, let us know how y'all feel about abductions. If you have some abduction stories that you want us to cover, let us know. Put it in the comment section below, and be sure to like and subscribe to the Terrifying Parre'anomalies, and we will continue to bring you guys the strange, the unknown, and the mysterious. Once again, I am your host, Terry, along with my lovely co-host,
Perry T.
And it's been another spooky episode of Terrifying Parre'anomalies. And like always, we will see y'all
on the next one.